Hello again, it's your boy Geoffrey and welcome to another episode of Geoffrey's Customs. And today we're doing Funky Kong. That's right, Funky Kong from the Donkey Kong Country series. I've always wanted to make a custom of Funky Kong because I'm not sure Jax is going to make him. But if they do, that's up to them. But whatever the case, Funky Kong uses a Jax specific 6-inch Donkey Kong as the base. Thankfully I got the new one, like a duplicate just for this custom. And basically the 6-inch Donkey Kong, which looks like this as you see here on the screen, its head is like a little bit big, but the problem is I can't disassemble it to do the sculpting, so I had to do this in one whole piece, similar to when I made Mechasonic Mark II in a more better scale. So after removing the tie using my X-Acto knife, I used epoxy sculpt to sculpt in like the bandana, the glasses or shades, the belt, and also sculpted on the details for his tank top, his jorts. That's right, jorts, which are short versions of jeans, like the shorts, but made of jean material, as well as the belt. Then after that was done curing, I basically painted it and with the Vallejo paints, which was very simple actually. Like, this is gotta be a very simple yet big piece of custom that I've ever made, especially for a member of the Kong family. And it just looks really good when it's all painted up. So after giving it a coat of Vallejo's varnish, gloss edition, he came out like this. And I have to say, he actually looks pretty good. So, Funky Kong, he's the Kong that surfs on a surfboard in the Donkey Kong Country games like DKC 1 and 2, as well as Tropical Freeze. He does not surf in Donkey Kong Country 3. He's more of like a mechanic in DKC 3. And in Donkey Kong Country Returns, I don't think he's even in that game. But he makes his return in Tropical Freeze with a surfboard and stuff, and you could play as him on the Nintendo Switch version of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, or as I like to call it, the official version of Donkey Kong Country 5, because Donkey Kong Country Returns is the official Donkey Kong Country 4. So, without further ado, let's get talking about it in full video footage. And here is Funky Kong all completed in all his glory. Now, I had fun making this guy. He uses a 6-inch Donkey Kong as the base. The only thing I did was, besides sculpting on the sculpted bits, like for the shirt, the belt, and the pants, and the bandana, and, glasses, I removed the tie, and then I sculpted on the epoxy bits, and then painted up, and then sealed them up with Vallejo sealer. And overall, I think he turned out pretty great. And surprisingly enough, he can actually stand on his own. I took a huge gamble on this because I thought the Donkey Kong figure I got for this custom wasn't going to stand when it comes to doing this, but it turns out he can. And the goal is, when you make customs like this, even this size, you gotta make sure they stand up on their own. Like, that's what I try to do. I try to make sure mine stand on their own. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this custom of Funky Kong, and I'll see you next time. This is Geoffrey signing out.